Well, first I'd like to say this is my very first video of 2020. I want to do a couple more, but I haven't had really a lot of time to do them. So here we go. Oh, and this is the new place, my new bedroom. As you can see, not a mess, all that fun stuff. Now let's get down to the story. I also did realize this story is almost a couple years old, but we'll react as if it's brand new, just because I did not see the date when I did this. Lyft will offer free rides to anti-gun rallies. It's a savvy move for the company that's determined to be the ride-hailing choice for the younger generation. The ride-hailing company Lyft announced Friday morning that it will provide free rides to students attending March for Our Lives rallies against gun violence. So you're going to get political, stupid, and lose money. There's a shocker. Which are being held in cities around the country at the end of this month, which was March of 2018. In a statement posted on Twitter, Lyft co-founder John Zimmer and Logan Green wrote, "We believe there's something seriously wrong when the threat of gun violence is so frequent and real throughout our country, and like many, we are inspired by our leadership. We believe there is something seriously wrong when the threat of gun violence is so frequent and real throughout our country, and like many, we are inspired by your leadership. We'd be honored to support your work with free Lyft rides to March for Our Lives rallies across the country on March 24th. Please remember, anyone under 18 must be accompanied by an adult." Now, if anybody knew about this thing around the time, they could get free rides. All they have to do is claim they were going to those things to protest guns, when they could just counter-protest. And here comes the idiots. "This is amazing. Thank you, Lyft," tweeted Cameron Kasgy, one of the teen survivors of the school shooting in Parkland, Florida. Yeah, there would have been a lot more shooting survivors if the cops didn't have their heads up their asses and actually did their jobs. Luckily, they got in trouble and or fired and possibly prosecuted, but I honestly can't remember on all that. Since February 14th, when a shooter armed with an AR-15 rifle killed 17 students and faculty at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, Kasky and other students have become national figures in the fight for gun control, because it worked so well to stop the shooter. They have organized a central Washington, D.C. protest on March 24th, raised millions of dollars in star-studded donations. Yeah, I wonder how they managed to pull that money off. Bloomberg. And have spoken powerfully before President Donald Trump, Senator Marco Rubio, and other political leaders about the need for gun policy reform, because all the 30,000 or more gun control laws have done such great jobs. Their efforts have also encouraged dozens of major corporations, including Delta and United Airlines, the rental car company Hertz and Edis, and MetLife Insurance, to cut ties with the National Rifle Association. That was pointless. Some of those companies are in turn getting blowback from the powerful gun lobby and its elected allies, and pretty much every pro-gun person out there, knowing that gun control laws are bullshit. But Lyft's move is a little different in that it is an active show of support, and it is a savvy one. In response to the news, hundreds of tweets by other users suggested that they be using the service in lieu of Uber. the country's leading ride-hailing company. This is in keeping with other recent efforts by Lyft to distinguish the company as more of a woke, as Zimmer famously said, ride-hailing option. Get woke, go broke, compared to its more rapacious arch rival, while Uber brought on a series of public conflagrations over the past year. I can't even pronounce that word, I'm sorry, over the year. Hashtag delete Uber, for example, arose in January 2017. After the company promoted surge pricing to and from JFK during taxi strike protesting, Trump's Muslim ban, which wasn't actually a Muslim ban, dumbasses, Lyft made demonstrations in support of progressive social movement, and among them, a $1 million donation to the American Civil Liberties Union a few hours after hashtag delete Uber emerged, a new option for riders to round up fares to give to charities, and discount rides to women's march around the country this past January. We're not the nice guys, Zimmerman told Time in March 2017. We're a better boyfriend. Okay, that's creepy and pathetic. You're not, definitely not the nice guy. Whether Lyft is really more socially conscious choice is a matter of some debate. For example, in terms of paltry earnings of both Uber and Lyft drivers, neither brand is particularly admirable, but it appears to have been good for business in 2017. The company doubled the number of ride booking and gained market share. Uber will not be offering free trips to March for Our Lives, according to an Uber representative, but the move by Lyft to support teen activism seems particularly shrewd for a couple of reasons. First, teens wield considerable spending power. Their parents' money. It's estimated that Generation Z, teenagers born between. Oh, so it's them fucking this up, not me. Teenagers born between the mid-90s to the early 2000s spend about $43 billion as a consumer demographic. That's their parents' money. Second, fewer teenagers are spending their allowance on gas money. Allowance? Because they're not driving as much as previous generations. In 2014, less than 25% of the 16-year-olds had a license, compared to the 46% in 1983. But there are clear signs that teens are hailing rides. In November 2017, analysis of users by the debit card and app current found that transportation captures about 5% of teen spending overall, while Uber and Lyft represented 84% of teen spending on taxi services. Officially, God, I cannot spell or pronounce oh shit. I'm screwing this up bad. Oh well. It's my first video in a while. Just give me a break, guys. Officially, Uber and Lyft drivers aren't supposed to give rides to minors unaccompanied by an adult. But reports suggest ride-hailing has become commonplace for a smartphone-savvy cohort that disenchanted with driving. Millennials and now post-millennials have long been dismissed as a digitally dazed generation. Relying on their parents for transportation and financial support. That financial support is what's paying the Lyft and Uber. And disengaged with real-world issues. What we're seeing in the wake of the Parkland shooting is another narrative emerging. Young people who are very much on the move, wielding the digital tools they understand best to shift the political landscape around their need and concerns. No wonder Lyft is hustling to meet them where they are. Politically powerful consumers, growing up to be unlicensed adults. They're not doing much growing up. And that's it. Again, I do apologize for my screwed up pronunciation. It's been a while. I'm tired. I've got a headache. But I figured I would put out a video. So here it is. Hopefully you enjoy it. Anyways, that's all. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And support me on Patreon if you'd like. I could really use it. It's helpful. It's amazing. Don't forget I have a Discord and all that fun stuff. And also, if you want to check out my website, runninggunsnews.com. And anyways, this will go up to all of my sites that I'm currently on. So, please subscribe, leave a like, comment, all that fun stuff. Until the next video. Bye. Miss Osa Bear, Tatiana, Alina.
You cannot invade the mainland United States. There would be a rifle behind every blade of grass. Isoroku Yamamoto.
Now, you've just watched another video by Running Guns News. If you liked the video, hit like. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you actually enjoy my content, you can support me or my channel financially if you choose by PayPal, Patreon. BitChute now has an option to do monthly or one-time payments, which no matter what you pick, it's still taken out at the beginning of every month, just so you know. And you can catch my videos on other platforms, which will also be linked below. So until then, have a nice day.